Hey, guys, there's no denying or disputing the fact that it's been a very violent time, and it's sad to see it. And it's sad to see the young fella on the front page of the West Australian
disgusting.
fighting for his life. If there's any, well, silver lining's not the word, but the fact that his parents are now allowed to travel from the UK to be by his bedside.
So he was a young soccer player, am I right in saying that? Who
That's
was
right.
over here playing some football?
Yep. ECU Joondalup, his former coach from the Perth Glory, Kenny Lowe, who's a director up there, says he's not just a good footballer, he's a really great guy. He'll be fighting like hell. The Premier himself has said this case is very upsetting for the community and in particular the family involved. And Danny Hodgson's mum, who's on the way, he's full of life. He has a heart of gold. He's the most kind, gentle and positive person I know. Jenna, how did he end up where he's ended up?
Yeah, it ain't great. So this happened on Sunday in the early hours of the morning, and he has been allegedly assaulted after minding his own business from walking near the Perth train station and was allegedly hit from behind. And now a 15-year-old boy has been charged with grievous bodily harm.
15 years.
So he just walked up and smacked him from behind.
Yeah, it's alleged, according to the police, without warning, the accused, the 15-year-old boy, punched the victim, who is Danny, in the head, causing the victim to fall backwards. The accused allegedly then fled the scene and didn't attempt to render assistance to the victim.
But that's not the only one recently too, because I was watching the news last night and a young girl had her face bashed in.
A 42-year-old lady a couple of weeks ago at the end of August was in the same sort of area. She was in the Yagan Square precinct at 1 a.m., 1:55 a.m., and she was allegedly attacked by being punched in the face by a 12-year-old girl who's been up for similar charges.
12-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And I still think throw the book at these young kids.
Absolutely.
It's out of control.
I could not agree more. And I appreciate that there's a bit of a focus on what's going on in the CBD, and people are right to ask that question because when you read about these horrific attacks, that is absolutely a fair and valid question. Can I just say, generally, whether I was Lord Mayor or not, I'd be saying the same thing. We need a bigger police presence.
Now, I'm not into politics, Baz, but didn't you not say 800 or 400 or was there some hundreds coming?
This time last year, there were calls for more police, and Premier Mark McGowan, in the lead up to the election earlier this year, promised 800 new police officers.
Where are they?
The first 200 of those have gone through training.
Okay.
And I was absolutely thrilled to see the Acting Police Commissioner, Cole Blanche, say yesterday, 100 of them are going straight to the CBD.
Okay.
Straight to the CBD, and that's going to happen in the next week or so. So the police, who have been undermanned and under-resourced, not their fault, they're fighting COVID on another front. A lot of police officers are out at the airport.
But surely other people can do that.
This is what happened. They brought a lot of recruits out of the academy before they'd completed their training to go and do that.
So the train stations, I always get a bit nervy around train stations, and I'm 105 kilos and 6'2".
And they seem to be a magnet for antisocial behaviour or for particularly younger people who want to congregate at the train station or around the train stations.
The transport police, what are they called? You know, they've got
transit guards.
Transit guards. They don't have the same zing to them as police. Will these police officers be in
Police.
Have their guns, have their bats, have their tasers,
Yep.
and go to town if they need to do something to stop a 15-year-old king hitting an innocent man.
That is exactly right. And I think everybody accepts that when there is violence, when there is antisocial behaviour, it is a policing matter. Nobody else can really do much.
No.
Security guards have a small role to play.
Restrictions still.
Security vision helps, CCTV.
After the fact.
But police on the ground is our best weapon against this sort of antisocial behaviour. And quite frankly, enough is enough. I mean, this is horrific and horrendous. The fact that it's young people takes it in a different direction altogether. But the fact is, we want to feel safe around the train station in the city.
And if people don't start cleaning up their act, because this is what happened when I was in Sydney a couple of years ago, there was a boy, Thomas Kelly, who was killed by a king hit. And then that's when the Premier decided to install lockout laws. So they'll close down your nightlife. They'll close down Northbridge and no one will be able to go out anymore.